Speedrunning Scientology has taken over the internet in the funniest way possible. Groups of people are storming the building, running through the halls and ducking under security, trying to make it as far as they can before getting caught. And these videos have gone insanely viral, with hundreds of millions of people seeing them. And it's funny because every day, more and more people are trying to speedrun the Scientology building. But here's the thing, Scientology is actively trying to stop this because they've literally removed the door handles from their building.
Look at that, they got it chain closed. Look at that, they got a bike lock around, they took the handles off the door and they put a bike lock on the door. That's gotta be a fire violation. Look, they took the handles off this door too. Another door, look, no handles on this door. No handles on this door. It's gotta be a fire hazard.
Like, they actually took the door handles off the outside of the building so people can't run in it. Then they've also been recorded locking arms, almost forming a human barricade inside the entrance of Scientology just in case people try and run in.
You see, we cannot get in the Scientology building, dog. They got that shit on lockdown. Oh my god. Damn, I can see it. Yo, bro, what's going on?
But here's the thing, this isn't the first time the internet has collectively tried to make Scientology's life a living hell. Because people have been trolling Scientology for years, and this is just the latest chapter in the long history that people have had with Scientology. So today we're going to go through the brief history of people messing with Scientology in some of the funniest ways that you've ever seen. So one of the first instances of the internet trolling Scientology actually came from South Park, out of all places, and it came in 2005. South Park released this episode called Trapped in the Closet, and essentially in this episode, Stan takes a free personality test that was outside of a Scientology center, which, mind you, it is a real thing that Scientology does. But in this episode, Stan scores super high on the test, and the people of Scientology basically say he's the reincarnation of the Scientology founder. So then later in the episode, Tom Cruise, he shows up, and for context, Tom Cruise is one of the most well-known Scientology members. So then he shows up, but then John Travolta also appears in the episode because he's also been linked to Scientology. And then during this episode, this is the real part that got the Scientology members mad, is that the creators of South Park put the actual belief system of Scientology in a little video in the episode. And they showed everything from the volcanoes to the hydrogen bombs to all the weird beliefs that Scientologists have. They put it all on a national stage making fun of it. And the episode ends with Stan calling Scientology a huge scam and that people need to watch out for it. And this received so much backlash from the Scientology community, obviously, but so many people on the internet, they found this hilarious. People online, people at home, they thought this was one of the funniest episodes of South Park ever. And this was one of the first times that a major source had called out Scientology on a national level. And it's funny because this episode actually had repercussions because the person who voice acted Chef, he was actually a Scientologist himself. So when this episode came out, he quit the show. And mind you, this episode is so popular, it's ranked number 17 on the greatest TV show episodes ever. So that was one of the first times we've seen somebody make fun of Scientology on a national level. So after this whole thing with South Park happens, we're gonna move into the year 2008, when the group Anonymous had their own beef with Scientology. Because in 2008, a video of Tom Cruise speaking about Scientology was leaked on the internet. And in this video, he said that when it comes to car accidents, Scientologists should be the only one helping, and that Scientologists have the authority to get people off of drugs and other things. And this video was somehow accidentally uploaded to YouTube for all people to see. So this video gets posted, thousands of people see it, and the backlash is instant. But then Scientology filed several copyright claims to take the video down, and this caught the attention of the group Anonymous. Because Anonymous did not like how Scientology was trying to censor the internet. So following this, Anonymous launched a campaign targeting Scientology. There were several cyber attacks, they crashed their websites, they made prank phone calls, and there were so many things they did to go against Scientology. And this campaign also inspired real-life protest. Across multiple countries and multiple locations, people were protesting outside of the buildings of Scientology. And this was such a big deal because this was one of the first major community organizations that rallied against Scientology. But now we're going to fast forward like 10 years, and we're going to call this the Shannon era. Because in the late 2010s, individual creators started showing up to the Scientology building located in Hollywood. They would come with cameras, and their whole goal was to interrogate the workers of Scientology and find out what they were hiding. And across all these videos, there was one consistent thing: a worker named Shannon. Now Shannon, she's a staff member at the Hollywood Scientology building, specifically working the front desk, and she's become almost one of the faces of Scientology. People have filmed her trying to recruit people from the outside, they filmed her closing the doors, they filmed her trying to hide secrets. There's so much lore about Shannon that people have uncovered.
Oh, get out of there. No, it's a cult. She's in a cult. This is Scientology. It's literally a cult. You don't want to mess with it. She's going to lock you in. You better get out of there. It's a cult.
And there's even been an entire community that's called Save Shannon, and their goal is to try and get Shannon out of Scientology. And they've created memes of her, and they've done so many things basically just trolling Shannon and posting it on the internet. So she's kind of become the unofficial face of Scientology, and if you just look her up, you'll see so many edits of her, so many videos of her shutting the doors, so many videos of her yelling at people that are recording her. She basically hates the outside world. And so that's been happening for years, and it's still happening today. But now we're entering the speedrunning era, and I'm sure we've all seen the videos of people speedrunning Scientology. And it started about a month ago in March of 2026, and it's just taken off since then.
Oi.
Oh, I'm in Scientology! We're in Scientology! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out, bro! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Hundreds of people are doing this, sometimes crowds of 20, 30, 50 teenagers are rushing the Scientology building. And while people are speedrunning a Scientology building, their whole goal is to try and map out the building of Scientology and also find any secret rooms or find any trapped members. Their goal is just to explore and uncover any of the secrets of Scientology. But as this has gotten more popular, Scientology has tried to combat this. They've taken the door handles off the outside locations of many of their buildings.
No more door handles. And we got a bike lock on the door.
They formed internal blockades with their members standing at the door. They've also called the cops several times. So they're trying to actively fight this, but it's not going to work. Because trolling Scientology isn't going to be stopped because they remove the door handles. It's not going to be stopped because the members get upset at people running in. It's not going to stop it. Because Scientology has a long history of cult allegations, harassing and stalking their members, being secretive to the world, being a religion for only the elites, and just overall being very secretive in what they reveal to people. So there it is. That's kind of the entire brief history of people trolling Scientology on the internet. It started with South Park, then it moved to Anonymous, then it moved to the Shannon era, and now we're in the speedrunning era. In all of these moments, I love that South Park episode. I love going back and watching what Anonymous did to Scientology. I love seeing all the free Shannon memes and all the videos recording her and her getting upset when she has to close the doors. And the speedruns, they're the perfect thing, alright? They're one of the funniest things I've seen in my entire time on the internet. And I really hope they don't go anywhere anytime soon because I love seeing the creativity of it. I love seeing how a community is coming together. And I love seeing how the internet is taking a stand against Scientology.